First pitch is a strike. 0-1 the count. Come on, get this one out. All right, foul. He's at 0-2 cold.
Have their starting rotation back intact. They have a very good bullpen, but they are the worst defensive team in Major League Baseball. And it bit them last night. 2 costly errors and 4 or 5 misplays in the game last night. Verdugo skies one to center field, and that's how the night begins for Justin Verlander. Alex Cora, who made a name for himself as a player based on his terrific defense. He said, I don't have any words for it. It's inexplicable. 87 errors. And this is a team that leads all of baseball in that category. It's not just the errors. It's the plays they don't make. They're at the bottom of the league in outs above average as well. So they are truly, even on the deeper analytical measures, the worst defensive team in baseball.
It's hard to talk to a manager who spent his entire career catching and throwing the ball where he's supposed to talk about his team that has struggled defensively.
He said we tried not addressing it, we tried addressing it, we tried kind of a middle approach. You can't outwork it, you can't underwork it, it's just what it is. And probably for the Red Sox, it's going to be the need for a personnel change at some point. They do have a lot of players that you would probably consider more suited to be DH material as opposed to defensive material. This guy's one of them. Rafi Devers, as he cuts and misses, and he's down on the count 1-2.
Oh, but what a hitter he is as he calls time out here to regroup. Missed a couple of fastballs there from Verlander. But if anyone can get to the fastball up in the strike zone, it's Devers.
Devers sitting on 29 home runs, 85 runs batted in. And a swing of this. Verlander goes up top with the cheese. Strikes him out with a fastball. 2 men are gone here in the first inning.
You know, it's interesting, that fastball, and that's why Devers is looking back. He took a little right turn there. There's some good run on that fastball. Usually, Verlander's fastball stays pretty true and up and in. This one was away.
2 up, 2 down. Here is Justin Turner now. Turner has been bothered by a heel injury. So he's back in there tonight, but Alex Cora has him in that DH role. And he takes a strike. Turner, with 20 homers on the year, got off to a slow start, but he's been good since June. And we'll see how that bad foot affects him against Verlander tonight. Yeah, that would tie him up. Verlander, radar gun readings are 94, 95, but it looks like a little extra hair on his fastball. He's thrown nothing but fastballs to start this game.
Well, sometimes when you're in the pen, you feel it. It just feels better coming out of your hand.
He's got Turner 0-2, 10th pitch of the inning. And Turner lines one right field line, slicing foul.
Well, they've gotten everything they could have ever thought they were going to get from Justin Turner. Such a professional at bat when he's in there. Probably been their most consistent hitter. And he is as deep as you can get in the triangle of that box, right on the plate with that right foot.
Doesn't leave you a lot of room as a pitcher to navigate inside. Again, Verlander with the fastball. Steady diet of them. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Turner. Verlander hoping for an efficient outing here in this one tonight. He got the win against the Marlins last Wednesday, but was hit around a little bit in 5 innings. First breaking ball there, the slider missed.
Verlander, as good as he is now, can you imagine the time when he was in a Tigers uniform? He threw 94 and 95 in the first and 101 in the 7th.
Yeah, he is the symbol of the power right-hander. Turner leans out on one. He got a slider and he slaps it into center field for a base hit. So with 2 outs, it's a single, and that at bat right there just gives you an idea of Turner's prowess at the plate.
You know, Brian, every pitch is connected. The slider before this missed down and away. He tried to make an adjustment, get it more on the plate, left it up. On the hanging slider variety, Turner's just too good with 2 strikes.
When we go back to 1 pitch prior, he fouls off a good fastball, keeps himself in the count. He's got the first hit of the game, and now it is Masataka Yoshida Takes strike one. Big curveball from Verlander to start Yoshida. Technically a rookie Yoshida. And will certainly get some votes for Rookie of the Year, but he was already an established player in Japan. 7 years in Japan. He was part of the championship WBC team, the Japanese club that won the World Baseball Classic this year.
I was just thinking it'd be like taking Kyle Tucker, having him play in Japan next year and win the Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Yeah, not a fan. Probably should have his own designation, but he's glad to be in the big leagues. Feels like the schedule is beating him up just a little bit here as we get into August. They don't call it the dog days for no reason. Much different kind of schedule here, Major League Baseball, than in Japan, and starting to see a lot of rollover ground balls from Yoshida. I think the Red Sox feel maybe that's part of the fatigue factor setting in.
Bullet trains and one time zone versus waiting on the tarmac.
Yeah, much easier travel. I had a day off every week. That one's in the air, shallow center. Lead break on it, Dubon. He recovers. And Verlander is through first. Justin Verlander puts up a 0. Now we welcome back Tanner Houck to the big league battle.
With Armor All stain repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car. No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work. More clean.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker. You would live to see what he became.
By the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him.
Master, I know you can do this as Helga.
At PNC Bank, you can find us in big cities and small towns across the U.S., where our focus is to always support the people who live and work there, because you call these communities home, and we do too. PNC Bank.
With Wendy's Local Dollar Deal, your dollar never tasted so good, so everyone's gonna get
I was gonna say a Frosty and Frosty.
You can do that.
Oh, Willie's really smart.
Cheers, Watson. Cheers, Wendy's. Buy one, get one for $1.
When you drive a Ram, summer is more than a season. It's an opportunity to load up on more toys, to stop looking for fun and be the one who brings it, and to make every day even more inviting than the last. Make this the summer you drive America's best light-duty pickup.
During the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 4,000 retail consumer cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks.
You won't overpay for glasses if you shop at America's Best. They offer 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just $79.95. I can see from your expression that you find that shocking. And you don't have yours. Book an exam today at americasbest.com.
Dusty Baker, he's headed for the Hall of Fame himself, and now a World Series running manager. He has Altuve, Bregman, and Tucker at the top. Diaz, McCormick, Dubon in the middle with Singleton, Pena, and Maldonado making up the starting 9. That'll match up against Tanner Houck. 10 weeks on the injured list. He is back. I'm sure there are some nerves prior to this first pitch, and his first one is in there for a strike on Jose Altuve.
Well, you see the numbers on Houck. Now, before he got hurt, he had not won since the end of May. So his numbers don't look great, but he's been pitching better than those numbers, especially in his rehab at AAA.
And you pointed out his slider. That is his signature pitch. He's added a cutter this year, and he has a splitter. He's got a lot going on. And Tanner Houck is a handful, and the Red Sox are just anxious to get him back on the mound. Alex Cora told us before the game it'd be 70 to 75 pitches. He's been pitching down in the minor leagues in AAA. And just to get him back on the mound, get him comfortable. Anytime you take a line drive off the face, something he had to overcome in the minor leagues, and I'm sure there's another step to do that in the big leagues. So Altuve punches one foul.
Now, why is this slider so good? Well, when you look at it, the horizontal break is the thing I like to look at with how 12 inches of break. The standard for most major league pitchers is around 6 inches, so double that for health and double the effectiveness.
It is a loose, lanky right-hander out of St. Louis, Missouri. Played his college ball at Mizzou. He and Verlander are how you build them. 6'5" power right-handers. Austin's pitching staff has been excellent since May. Slow start for their staff, but they've got the fourth lowest earned run average since the middle of May. And it's part of the reason they put themselves back in the wild card picture in the American League, starting the day 4 back to the number 3 team as Altuve knew it, called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Well, it's just a case of maybe sitting on that effective slider. We talked about it. You see where that came back ever so slightly on that outside corner. Nice pitch by Howell.
So good. You pair that with the slider, that's really the secret sauce, isn't it? Putting those two pitches together, going in opposite directions. Alex Bregman on the first pitch. Big chopper to third. Devers in. It took a funny spin. Bregman was always going to reach. There's no chance Devers had to make that play, but in his defense, when it hit the ground, it took a left turn. Had Bregman been looking, he might have had a chance to take an extra base.
Well, whenever this ball is hit the way it was hit for Bregman, Ryan, it's always going to have a lot of spin. What he needed to protect against, because he never was going to have to play it first, that it didn't get by him clean. If it didn't touch leather there, it would have been down the line for a double.
And it barely did touch leather. Austin defensively challenged. Bregman reaches on an infield hit. That brings up Kyle Tucker. Tucker with the batting gloves on. The result of the pitch clock era. You're going to have to explain that to me, but the gloves are back because the pitch clock is in place.
Every hitter loves a routine. His routine was to pick up dirt, rub it between his fingers, get some friction there to hold the bat, and now that he's not allowed to do that with the pitch timer, he went to the gloves instead.
And he's still hitting, having an MVP caliber year. And any other year, he certainly would be in the running for that. He's going to get votes. There'll probably be a lot of second place votes.
Unless he gets some starts in September, he's out of the picture.
Shohei Ohtani is going to run away with the AL MVP. I don't think Tucker has any plans of pitching anytime soon. And Tucker takes the splitter away.
Another hitter we talked about, Justin Turner. Watch where Kyle Tucker goes. He obliterates the line so he can fudge it a little bit. Starts in the box, and watch where his foot ends up outside of the box.
Yeah, remember, he got a catcher's interference yesterday. Catchers have to be aware of that. They know all the guys that stand deep in the box, and Tucker's got those lightning fast hands. Connor Wong certainly understands that, but you also want to get up into the catcher's box because you're trying to catch all this breaking stuff before it goes into the dirt. Puts catchers in a tough spot. Bregman at first, Houck deals, and Tucker launches way back there. Goodbye, upper tank. Number 25 for Kyle Tucker. Gives him 94 runs batted in and a no-doubter into the second level.
Well, we talked about the effectiveness of how against right-handed hitters. He's not as effective against the left-handed hitters, and Tucker showed you why.
Okay.
Brings up Yainer Diaz now. He takes a strike.
The horizontal break of the sliders.
All right, so Brewers up 2-0.
Powerful, all arms. So it's unusual.
play for out number 2.
Thomas. I meant Tyrone Taylor, but Willie Thomas with the home run.
You might notice no Yordan Alvarez in the starting lineup tonight for the Astros as McCormick tries to punt his way on. Alvarez slammed his finger in a door earlier today. It's going to be a few days. So originally, Dusty Baker had Yainer Diaz as the DH and Singleton at first. He switched that. Red Sox fans have been watching this all year. It's inexplicable. And you've heard of hitting slumps, and poor hitting is contagious. Well, so is poor defense. And Devers, he was wrapped up in the axle from the beginning.
Well, yeah, the same kind of spin when it hit the ground. It confused him when he went to blow to hit the ball. He missed on the exchange, and by the time he threw it to first, had nothing on it, and just went up the first base line.
That's as routine as it gets. He had E5. Devers was not charged with an error last night. He probably should have been. Red Sox did commit 2 errors, but he had a couple of plays, too, that could have changed the complexion of the game last night. Couldn't get a double play started early. That was also off the bat with Jazz McCormick. Astros won that game 9-4. They pounded out 16 hits.
Well, it's not only the extra pitches that your pitcher has to throw. But Alex Cora was talking about when Devers is back and the ball's hit hard at him, he has no problem. Any ball that he has to run around or run in on is where he's really that special.
Rachel Dubon takes a ball low, just missed. Baseball players call that the thing. And the thing is firmly planted between the ears of the Red Sox defenders right now. I think every time a ball hits up there.
Holy cow, what a hit, but I think is that foul? That is, thankfully.
Too hard not to make mistakes, and mistakes are coming furiously.
Dubon batting with 2 outs, 2 runs are in, and he draws the walk. So the inning should have been over. Instead, Houck, who is making his return to a major league mound since June, first time on the mound since he was hit by that line drive. He's got extra pitches, and that means Dave Bush makes his first appearance, the Red Sox pitching coach.
What's interesting about this, your pitching coach has to come out. Your young starter has to throw more pitches. But if you take a look at the whole field, as he's at 23 pitches, look where Devers is.
Good pitch, Wade Miley.
Not in with the rest of his infield, discussing this with the pitcher. That's dejection. That's wearing it. And those are the things that you would like to see on the field. You're in this all together, even if you make mistakes.
There's always that concern. You take that to the plate with you if you're struggling defensively. So far, Devers has not. A bad start for Boston once again. Here's Big John Singleton. So again, Dusty Baker flip-flop Yainer Diaz and Singleton as far as positions go. They're in the same spot.
Second bat, he broke.
It was a bit of a late change once Yordan Alvarez was an official scratch from this game.
This is his third at bat he'll be using coming up.
And Singleton is the designated hitter.
But Diaz is your backup catcher, right? So if you didn't have, you had him at the DH position, and at some point you had to hit Maldonado and put him in catcher, he would lose your DH. That's why the switch.
Dusty Baker would prefer to have Singleton play first base. He's better defensively than Diaz. Diaz is just a good hitter that is learning a new position at first base. But it leaves him some options later in the game. 2-1 to count, and a foul out of play by Singleton.
Never has there been a road less traveled for the John Singleton to get back to the major leagues.
Come on, ground ball. Willie Adames will take out first out of second.
Made it to the big leagues, back to the big leagues with Brewers, and then got reunited with the Astros. And has hit his way back here as well. Things have not gone as he had hoped in the major leagues. And his days might be numbered here. Jose Abreu, who's been out with back injury, took ground balls today. He's coming back soon. Dusty Baker thought it would be Thursday or Friday. This series with Boston wraps up on Thursday. We're going to need a roster spot. Singleton, he's always had a very good eye, and he draws the walk. And after the error opened the door, now Houck is really deep in it. It'll be at least 30 pitches in this.
Here we go, popped up. Who's going to get that? Brian Anderson, his second out of the inning.
And any little thing that happens sometimes in the first inning, especially coming back from injury.
They're loaded up for Pena. Swings away at the first pitch. 30 pitches thus far, 16 for strikes. All of this to be expected for a guy returning to the major leagues. You would expect him to fight to get his rhythm, his timing, being back in a big league scenario where the pressure is at its highest. So we got a ground ball to Devers. He goes to second. And that wasn't exactly fluid, but he does make the play. The inning is over. A couple of walks. Had to face 3 extra batters after the.
Oh, there we go. Wade Miley's a single.
More ground in the Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid. Kia, movement that inspires.
It's the final day of close. This one wins the series. Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Pizza lovers know Marco's is the real deal. Real fresh dough, real signature sauce, 3 real cheeses topped with real meats. Now, get another real deal. Unlimited medium one-topping pizzas for $6.99 each. Marco's. Pizza lovers, get it.
House has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal windows. I live in the sun rays. More of the heat stays. Universal windows.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Plus 36 months interest-free financing. Call now and we'll have double your tax credit.
I love my windows. They got that brand new home effect. Universal windows direct.
Lost Wisconsin Badger Care Plus. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor visits?
Oh, come on, Yelich, please go ball down.
Prescription?
Bruh.
With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find plans.
2-run home run. This game is tied at 2.
Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month.
What's the website again?
Healthcare.gov.
The MLB app is your place for live baseball, real-time highlights, and pitch-by-pitch updates faster than ever. Get personalized highlight reels based on players you follow every day. Download the MLB app today. I'm looking for some of those vintage personalized highlight reels, like the number 12 in the Mets uniform. At some point, Ron Darling.
It was colored by then, Brian.
Justin Verlander back to work. He is pitching with a lead. That is a familiar sentence for Verlander as an Astro. They do score a lot of runs for him. Adam Duvall, who popped a 3-run home run in the first inning yesterday. He starts it for Boston. And that's going to be a violation on Verlander.
I think Verlander saying that.
Okay, so it looks like Pat Hoberg is
No, next week we're gonna play the Cubs
Violation off. He did initially call
on TBS, right? Big swing and a miss. That'd have been a ball for a walk.
Because he wasn't getting any sign. So he's like, I can't pitch until he gives me a sign.
The Cubs play today. Alexa, do the Cubs play today?
The Chicago Cubs are currently playing the Detroit Tigers. First pitch was this evening at 5:40 p.m. tomorrow. The Chicago Cubs will play the Detroit Tigers at Comerica Park. First pitch is at 12:10 p.m.
Alexa, who do the Chicago Cubs play?
The Chicago Cubs are currently playing the Detroit Tigers. First pitch was this evening at 5:40 p.m. tomorrow. The Chicago Cubs will play the Detroit Tigers at Comerica
Alexa.
Park.
What he is saying is that at some point he thought Verlander was shaking off signs. So instead, Verlander at some point is saying that he wasn't getting any signs. Well, what do you believe?
And Alex Cora is going to take every opportunity he can to stir it up, especially with his team down 2-0. So all good gamesmanship going on here. Duvall fouls away, but back to Pat Homer. That's how you do it. You call it as is, then you make a decision whether it is a real pitch com issue or not. And so he takes the ball away on the initial violation. You start it back up again. That's why Cora was upset.
You love umpires that will communicate with you, not yell at you or talk down to you.
0-2 the count. Duvall fouls it away.
My feeling is this, though. You're in charge of your own pitch count. If you go into the inning and at any point it does not work, that's on you. You're going to have to figure a way to get through the inning, or at least through the batter without the pitch count. Do not stop the game. Counterintuitive to what we're trying to do.
Another 0-2 and a swing at him as Duvall strikes out. Breaking ball from Verlander, picks up his second K. That's a slider.
He's got this pitch going especially straight down. Talked about the horizontal break of how. See, Verlander's when it's good, goes straight down.
One away, here's Captain Cassis now, and he takes the ball. Cassis is having a great year. 20 homers on the year, 48 RBIs. OPS at 834 coming in, strong numbers, and he takes a mighty lash at it. 1-1 the count. He is not afraid either.
He is big, and he is strong, and he can launch balls into the night. Another timeout by a Red Sox hitter. Wonder if this is calculated to try to slow down the Verlander train.
Verlander likes to get moving quick. Kind of wrestled with PitchCom early. I think a lot of veteran pitchers, I mean, guys who've been around a long time, and you were with
first out of the inning.
Training with the Mets. He and Scherzer, I would say maybe trying to find the limits of what they can push with the PitchCom template in place. Scherzer more than Verlander. Verlander's always wanted to go in a hurry, but there are times when he'll put the emergency brake on too, especially at age 40. But is giving
Monasterio's off today. He had a tough road trip, yeah. But let's see if Anderson can do something better. See what he can deliver. I like this rotation between Anderson and Monasterio. Big swing and a miss.
In a year that Verlander has been striking out batters less than he ever has, it's a real good sign here early that he's already got 3 punch-outs, and this one on the break curveball at the top of the zone.
Two up, 2 down. Here's Trevor Story. And on the first pitch, fouls it away. Story coming back from elbow surgery. This new procedure that fortifies
all right, it's not a foul. Anderson strikes out. Second out of the inning.
Players to get sooner, especially position players. And we saw Story make a good long throw across the diamond. He looks like he's just fine after elbow surgery.
Sounds like an expensive Band-Aid to me.
Weimer's up.
Sleeve they put in there that accent.
That's a strike.
Strengthening piece to the ligament, to the new ligament that's put in. Fascinating new surgery. Players coming back faster than ever. Story just leans out and serves it into left field.
He tried that pitch again, but he didn't get the gift on that one.
Punches it into left. It's a 2-out single. The Red Sox with 2 2-out hits in this game against Verlander.
2 2-out hits, both on the breaking ball. One by Turner to left center field, and by Story reaching out and just really directing this between Bregman and Bingen.
Red Sox fans are very anxious to see what they have in Trevor Story. They know what they have as a second baseman. But his best position is shortstop. He's a brilliant shortstop, Trevor Story. Red Sox fans. Really
That's into the second.
haven't seen that. Luis Urias, number 8 hitter for Boston. Coming to the Red Sox from Milwaukee. He gets the start at second base tonight. Pablo Reyes has played great baseball, filling in the 15 consecutive starts. And Alex Cora feeling like Reyes needs a day off, and Urias is in there. And that one misses down and away. Good take. 3 balls, no strikes. And on 4 pitches, Urias draws the walk. With 2 outs, a single and a walk. Verlander with some extra tosses here in the second inning.
Sometimes you can learn things when nothing happens. On that 3-0 pitch to Urias, he was ready to hit, even though the Red Sox were down 2. So that's something to put in your memory bank for later.
Yeah, good eye. Red Sox are a very patient team, but that doesn't mean they won't swing away. Connor Wong swings away, bouncing ball to Pena. He's got a cannon and just eases it over first base for the final out. 2 scores in the books for Verlander. We'll see Maldonado started for the Astros.
New Dove Men Body Wash gives you 24 hours of nourishing micro moisture. That means your skin still feels healthy and smooth now, and now too. Get healthier, smoother feeling skin all day.
Hey, Jamie. Oh, what am I up to? Just visiting a special secret client. I can't say who it is, but let's just say she bundled her dream house and her dream car for around-the-clock protection with Progressive. She has another house in Malibu. She's been an astronaut, an architect, a CEO.
We're in front of her house,
Well, I'd love to tell you who her boyfriend is, but I don't think I can. I'd love to tell you, but I don't think...
First out of the inning.
In theaters now.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a wonderful crispy golden shell. Runaway dip, your favorite. Sonic 299 buffalo chicken dip packs.
There was it looks like a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old at my age in the Twins box. Yeah, how was a 14-year-old in the box? All right, Weimer second up, but how was a 14-year-old in the box? He's in the Twins box where the radios were the Minnesota Twins, but bro. That doesn't come on, bro. So we'll see, because it's supposed to be in Milwaukee. It says Tom, and for Fox 6 Weather News, he says it's supposed to be 101 degrees in Milwaukee when the Brewers play, but he says it probably won't get there, but it's going to be in the high 90s tomorrow. So hopefully, but the problem is Corbin Burns is pitching, which he has some history with, the heat. I mean, sometimes it can get to Corbin Burns. It has, but it has given it everyone. But Corbin Burns especially. 1, 2, 3 inning, but we'll see. The Cincinnati game, the first game back, it was just really muggy there.
Second time in his brief big league career, he's 31 pitches and rips one to left field base hit.
I never understand why Martin Maldonado's average is so low. Every time I do a Houston game, it gets 2 hits.
And he does seem to show up in the national spotlight tonight.
And this is a bullet to left field.
There have been analytics departments for a number of organizations that have tried to get him out of the lineup, only to be in constant bickering with their field managers, because every pitcher wants to pitch to Martin Maldonado, who remains in there. Double play ball here. Story will go to the bag and fire first. And routine double play on a 6-3. Altuve hits it on the ground, and how 2 for the price of 1.
Well, certainly this is the kinds of outs that Houck wants to get in the next couple of innings. 2 hopper, fielded on the run, thrown off the wrong foot, strike passes.
Bogarts locked down that shortstop position for years in Boston. And now Story gets his chance as a member of the Red Sox.
I think you're right. Boston has not seen it yet. But the remarkable athlete that Trevor Story is, and what he can bring to that shortstop position.
Breaking away, man. There's a splitter from Howard, where stuff just jumps off the page at you. It's a full arsenal here. I mean, this is the kind of guy that could just pop as a potential Cy Young candidate one day, in my opinion. He hasn't quite put it all together. He had a really good year last year. Got off to a slow start this year, but it's all there, man. Ground ball hopping through, backhanded at second base by Arias, and he makes the play. Back of a play by Luis Urias.
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season is just 18 weeks. That's it. So cherish every...
Oh, that's why the Rowdy Tellez bobblehead with the dog, 2 dogs. It's for his dogs. So I'm sure the player, he had to say something with that, I guess, because that. Oh, Yelich gets a hit. Let's see if Yelich. I think he's going to second. He is, and Yelich is safe. He has a 0-out double. He got him to get him the score after Miley gives up a 2-run home run. Man, it's been a problem this season getting guys in scoring position, but not scoring them. But that's great that Yelich is up, because the top of the order with Contreras and Santana and Willie, who had a home run. All right, Damas ball 4 walk last time. Big swing and a miss.
Credit Karma's technology shows curated personal loans with outstanding chances of approval from up to 25 trusted lenders. And members save over 15% on average on interest rates when they compare on Credit Karma. Boom. Apply through Intuit Credit Karma now.
Listen up, you dogs with allergic itch. Today's talking lesson is just one word. Apoquel. Apoquel.
You can't teach your itchy dog to talk, so talk to your vet about Apoquel. Apoquel is for the control of allergic itch in dogs. Do not use Apoquel in dogs with serious infections. Apoquel may increase the chances of developing serious infections and may cause existing parasitic skin infections or pre-existing cancers to worsen. New neoplasias have been observed.
I'm glad we speak the same language.
Ask your vet for Apoquel.
Suit up this season at MLBShop.com. You can check out the largest selection of
Oh.
authentic caps, tees, collectibles, and more.
All right, he didn't go.
With your favorite team at MLB.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count on Contreras.
Park on a Tuesday night. A scorcher outside. It is perfectly comfortable inside. They invented indoor baseball here in Houston. Astrodome opened up in the late 60s. This ballpark opened in 2000.
All right, full count on Contreras at 0 outs.
What an epic run they are on right now. The last 6 seasons, the Astros have been one of the dominant teams in all of baseball. That includes a couple of World Series titles, 19 and 21. Verlander part of both of those as he faces Alex Verdugo.
There we go. Contreras' second walk of the game was Santana has 2 guys on base with 0 outs. Come on, Santana. Good take by Contreras.
What you're really doing is giving a timeout to
Holy cow.
Verlander with 3 Ks. He's issued 1 walk, given up 2 singles. Both of those hits came with 2 outs.
Good pitch, strike 1.
And Verdugo, defensive swing. It's a foul tip into the middle of the catcher and a strikeout for Verlander. A moment ago, we had a chance to visit with Dusty Baker. There's nothing like Dusty Baker gnawing on that toothpick. Reminds me of UL Washington. Dusty, talk about your team right now, especially picking up
Another good pitch he is. Santana's on down 0-2 count with guys in scoring position.
We got beat up pretty good last weekend, and so you want to stop that losing streak. And we had another offensive team coming in here. We had to score some runs, and my bullpen was a little spent. And hopefully JD can give us a long outing and a victory today.
Dusty, you called Alex Bregman, you're steady Eddie, but your right fielder is pretty steady as well.
Well, I'm telling you, he's getting better and better and better. He's our MVP this year, and he should be an MVP running because there's nothing he can't do. He steals bases, he plays great defense, he had a great arm, hits the ball the ballpark. I think he's at 94.
Come on, there we go, Santana. Oh, it's a foul ball by Carlos Santana. Dang it. That would give Brewers a run. Got them the lead. Dang it. But that does wake up Milwaukee. Yeah, that might have scored Contreras as well. That was very close.
Champion as a manager. I think the whole world was rooting for him last year outside of the Phillies. But an incredible achievement, an incredible career that's going to put him in the Hall of Fame. Verlander blows it right by Devers once again. Strikes him out for a second time on the fastball.
Yeah, that's 5 strikeouts now. Struck him out with the fastball in his last at-bat. Lastly, on Dusty Baker, and I've known ever since I was a kid. In the history of the game, one of the greatest men.
All right, full count on Santana. Come on, Santana. With Willie Adames up next with the homer. Just don't give me a double play. Anything but that.
But I'll take it every once in a while. Anything from Dusty.
All right. Fine, I guess. But what did I just say? No double play, but at least Yelich goes to third, I guess. This is the trouble with the Brewers. Can't score with guys in scoring position. We have to get in. Gotta get Yelich to score. Santana was fighting that base. He really wanted to get safe. That was close. If his foot was down, he would have got safe. Come on, Willie. Homer last time.
It sounds hot. I don't care what the numbers say.
Agreed. Also well placed. He's got good command with his fastball. Goes right to it again. That was his best fastball yet at 97. Count is 2-2 on Turner. Astros got swept by the Mariners over the weekend. Seattle's won 7 straight coming into play tonight. Boston swept New York over the weekend. And then it was Houston winning the opener last night. You heard Dusty Baker talking about the victory last night. It was a comeback win. Astros got down 3-0 early. Snapped a 3-game losing streak.
Red Sox have beat the Yankees 8 out of 9 games this year.
How about that? Onich. And oddly enough, the Mariners, a team Houston has dominated through the years.
Come on. Oh, my gosh.
Astros this season.
Can't score a guy in scoring positions.
Turner gets jammed in a little flare foul.
Are they back?
The Astros and the Rangers both got swept over the weekend. So right now, Seattle has pushed their way past Toronto into the wild card picture. 3 teams will advance. Seattle has the lead over the White Sox early tonight. And that's going to be a close strike 3. Verlander rings the bell.
Yeah, you don't.
9-pitch battle ends with a Verlander breaking ball and a backwards K to end the inning.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get up to $2,500 bonus cash plus complimentary maintenance on the Tucson or Santa Fe. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call the guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
So what happens again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
And was that necessary?
I was just illustrating the point.
Oh,
Get in the red zone with Sportsbank. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series. Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. One bite of Arby's Hush Puppy breaded fish strips, and you're transported to a classic southern fish fry. One bite of those fries, and oh, you're back at Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
Kyle Tucker's ready to lead off as we head to the bottom of the third. His first time up, he did not miss. Check out StatCast, powered by Blue Cloud. 107 off the bat, travels 391 feet, and home run number 25. Put the Astros ahead 2-0 in the first inning. One of the great young players in the game here, Kyle Tucker. Back to work is Tanner Houck. Third inning for Houck. Again, he's on a pitch limit tonight, 70, 75 pitches or thereabouts. After a big hit in the face with a line drive in June. It is an amazing comeback. And he seems confident. Just his 14th start of the year. And Tucker rips out a foul. 2-1 to count on Tucker.
Interesting pitch there from Houck. I think that was his first little cutter that he threw there on the 2-0 count to Tucker.
Tucker on a 30-30 chase this year. 25 homers now, 24 steals. And gets beat in on the hands with that one. Urias will make the play for out number one. Moments ago, we had a chance to visit the Red Sox.
But Miley give up a double.
Obviously, really make some plays in the first inning, and Tucker is really good at what he does. But the fact that he's competing at this level is very remarkable. He settled down in the second inning, and hopefully we can continue the rest of the way. Alex has been a challenge defensively, so it's nice to see Trevor Story back out there in the line of hitting and fielding, of course. Yeah, he's good. He's a great athlete. I was a quote-unquote good defender, but I wasn't as quick and as fast. There's different, right? Defensively, you're quick, right? And you can move around and all that stuff. But he's actually fast and he's a good one.
I don't think the San Antonio Witches won the 97 Texas League Championship without you. Yeah, that's an inside joke, but I go way, way back with Alex Cora. I can vouch. As a minor league shortstop, he was one of the elite defenders.
Come on, Tigers, keep winning.
Smooth fielding shortstop out of Miami was Alex Cora.
They always struggle against the Twins.
He was also a switch hitter. He was part of the Texas League Championship team, and his manager, who we referenced, was Ron Renneke, who then became Alex's bench coach. Of the Red Sox. That was the Ron Renneke reference there. They go way back, but they're still very close to this day. Renneke now works for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jazz McCormick with two away here. And he takes a strike.
I see Alex Tully wants to talk about the Mets.
Yes.
And his brother Joey Cora, who's the third base coach, wants to know how many runs they're scoring.
And his older brother is the one he worships.
Full count.
He loves his older brother. Everything that Alex has done. So there was a time 15, 20 years ago, Joey Cora was the hot name among managerial candidates, and it never really came to fruition. It did for Alex, and I know Joey took great pride in that. But I also know Alex was always bothered by that Joey didn't get a chance to manage.
They are a great, almost a royal family.
Dang it. A walk from Miley, but the double play is available. Can use that.
Two homers yesterday from McCormick. He drove in 4 of the 9 runs. Not a breakout season. McCormick, his next run will give him 20 years. There has been some assurance since early June. 15 of those 19 home runs coming in the last 58 games. Top row at third base, Devers. And the throw is low, but no problem for Cassis. Little sinker over there by Devers. They recorded the out and out with a 3 down inning. This is Yachty's legacy. The king is back, baby. Punch it out.
Saturday at 8 on TNT. You didn't go to college. You never asked for a raise. You didn't wear fancy shoes. I never took out a mortgage. His friends didn't belong to a country club. His parents didn't have a will.
There we go. Big out. Because he doesn't he's still on second, so it was right in the middle, so he could not take at third. And the double play ball is available, and that would end this inning for Miley to give up no runs with a double with 0 out. Hopefully the Twins can do a Brewers, not score with guys in scoring position with 0 outs.
We don't have a table.
Where's my daughter?
NerdWalker, the smartest decision for all of your financial decisions.
Stay.
There. I'm coming out of
Not in time.
Papa is hungry.
3-2 Twins. What the frick?
Cindy, do you think our crispy flavor will last us forever?
All we have is Thin Crust Summer, Billy.
But I love you.
No, you love the flavor of this thin, crispy crust. Peace out, Billy.
It's a hot variety Thin Crust Summer. It's pizza, pizza.
Have you heard? Max is here. Now stream HBO. Hit series, movies, reality, and more. Sports coming soon, too. It's all on Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Well, Hall of Famer, a special advisor, holding court up there. At one time was a special organization. Traded to the Astros, changed his career, changed the Astros path. He is just right-handed reliever, Red Sox.
They got this young, I didn't even know he played first base at that time.
So Biggio comes in that scene as well. Those two have a lot of games. That's a base hit for Yoshida. So Yoshida starts his fourth inning with a single to right. Justin Verlander, having struck out the side last inning, gives up a single.
You know, it's interesting, Brian. He started the game by throwing 11 straight fastballs, and that four-seamer, he's gotten 3 strikeouts with it, but also the slider, 2 on the curve, looking to passes.
There we go, Miley with the strikeout.
This is a Hall of Fame Tuesday night here in Houston.
And Roger Clemens, someone that Verlander looked up to, admired very much. Second pitch line at the time. Power and the intimidation. Verlander certainly done that and more. Age 40, Verlander still going strong. He just kind of fits in an Astros uniform. You would never have thought that early in his career, but it seemed to be the perfect combination when the Astros acquired him the first time. As Pat Homer yelling into the Boston Red Sox dugout. But you know, Ronnie, it was kind of the perfect combination of stuff. And now Alex Cora thrown out. So Cora has been ejected from this game. Or was it Verdugo?
Yeah, are you sure? Throw someone out, throw me out. If he just opted to throw out Verdugo, he might be able to throw me out because we can't lose Verdugo. We'll see what happens.
I think you're right. I think it is Verdugo. Faintly hear him say, Alex, you're out of here.
So Miley gets up 3, another run.
Struck out in the third inning. And he's still enjoying. And Pat Homer, see him in there anywhere.
The umpires will take some needling. They're not going to take it on every pitch.
And that's a swing and a miss. So the ball strikes out. Yoshida's going to advance to second base. On the wild pitch, Verlander picks up his 7th K. I'll say in Woodward's defense, too, he did look over there to the Red Sox dugout and kind of like put his hand up as if to say that's enough, and then obviously it kept going, so now we win.
Well, we're at the time of the year where every team has to win every game. So it gets very hotly contested from those dugouts.
Salty. This is low, a curveball. Anyway, back to Verlander. You know, this was a guy later in his career. You weren't sure what the rest of his career would be. In those days as well. Garrett Cole as well. I mean, there were things that the Astros were doing, kind of countering the launch angle revolution by the hitters, and Verlander took to it so quickly. Obviously, winning a couple of Cy Young awards.
I know it didn't come without some argument from Verlander, but finally they told him that his two ordinary pitches that he threw with a two-seam fastball and the change.
Oh, I got the hat that girl has.
And just pitch at the top of the strike zone with his four-seamer, and have the breaking balls come right off that tunnel. And since then, other than
Oh, it's superhero night there.
Operated on in stellar.
Verlander needles to Casas. He takes a ball. Did he go? He did not.
How do they know they're on TV? Is it because it's on the Jumbotron? I don't know. Because I've been to many Brewer games and that never happened.
We weren't sure if he's going to be a guy who could pitch into his 40s. There were some struggles with that Tiger team. But now with the somewhat new arm, you don't know how far he can go.
This is with a curve. It felt like it was inevitable. Once Scherzer was dealt by the Mets to the Texas Rangers, Verlander, who reports were that wanted to stay, and even he told us a couple of weeks ago, remember we interviewed him in Baltimore, and there was he was thinking, I'm here for the long haul. I signed up for a couple of years, big dollars. And
come on, Canna, get up, ball. Oh, what a catch by him. First out of the inning.
Now officially on the market. He had the no trade hammer, and it didn't feel like there was going to be any other team he was going to other than Houston. That's exactly where he ended up. As he puts that one by Casas, that was a little slider. Casas strikes out. It's the 8K for Verlander, and we're only with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
Awkward swings are not a reflection on the hitter. They're a reflection on the good stuff from the pitcher. Kind of a backup slider there. That's why it confused Casas.
2 men are out after a leadoff single. Yoshida's at second. And here's Trevor Story.
Second out of the inning for the Crew.
Late on it. A foul pop out of play. Story with a single his last time up. Served one into left field on a 2-strike pitch. He's got a runner in scoring position here. 2-run homer by Tucker in the first. As the Astros in front.
Give. What is that? A bat beer? Yeah, but that is with the Heat tomorrow. So Caratini gets a rest day because he's going to be in catching position all day tomorrow, and I'm sure that's going to be exhausting. So giving him a 2-day rest, or I think so because I think he played Sunday.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
Enjoy your flight. You too.
As easy as saying the wrong thing.
Me too. Really?
What?
Dad, why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Do I look like I'm gonna make it first time?
That's not how airports work, man. You could.
Dad,
Are we leaving? Or I don't even want to go on vacation anymore. I thought I knew you.
She has hairspray that is over the limit.
With an app, you're already in your pocket. It's easy. While Claire found her. Claire. Deal for you.
Tearing it up at AAA Worcester. I say that wrong. Worcester. And with the big league for the first time. Yeah. Vasquez just literally walked.
Come on. That was going to be. Oh my gosh, he got to play? Wow. He did not get it.
This game already.
He's safe. Yep, he's safe. Oh my gosh. the heck happened there? Oh my. Okay, but that looks bad. Second round thing. Where's guys in the bullpens already? Patrick Wilson. All right, finally, middle of the fifth.
base hit. It's a run out the middle. Just kept carrying, and Tucker could not run it down.
Well, he's got some real power, Connor Wall. We saw a game, he had 2 home runs in Boston. And this ball to right field, Tucker was playing him a little shallower than most of the right-handed hitters than Long Beach.
Double number 22 of the year. An extra base hit from
Or they go darken Amfam Field.
is going to be Williera Abreu in his first at-bat at the big leagues. It comes against Justin Verlander, and go ahead. Get you some. Takes a kind of first pitch.
Yeah, so he was playing a little bit shallower. Like you said, Brian, that ball just had some great carry on it. And beat Tucker is as good a defensive right fielder as there is in the game.
Abreu just called up today. Verdugo ejected from
Last time Anderson homer was in June. We can use that now. There we go. Cubs down 8-6. Come on, Tigers. Now let's get us a win here. Come on. Can we just get a run? We just need, if we don't give a run at 12 outs, we lose this game. Big swing and a miss.
That is in 86 games. 22 RBIs. I beg your pardon. 22 homers, 65 RBIs. OPS at 930 in AAA this year. Not a whole lot of Justin Verlanders roll around the international they go. Interesting.
New kid up there, his debut, Verlander, all fastballs far away. Let's see if we can hit this number 1.
We're at second with 1 away. And Abreu, a swing and a miss. Not getting cheated. No 2-strike approach for Williera Abreu. He strikes out. Verlander's got number 9. Power on power.
I mean, that was just a championship caliber contest right there by Verlander. He just went right after him. 9th strikeout for Verlander, who's season high this year.
And 2 away now, and that brings up Devers, who takes a mighty rip. Game plans changed a little bit for Boston. This is a team that does not swing often at the first pitch. They have the fewest first pitch swings in all of baseball. But you got to take a little different approach with Verlander because he's pumping in the strikes right now.
Yeah, I think that's why he started the game with 11 straight fastballs. He knows that they try to be patient, kind of work themselves into the at-bats, and he wanted to get a few easy outs.
2 that are out. Runner at second, 1 out double by Wong. Red Sox best hitter at the plate, Rafael Devers.
There's Garrett Mitchell.
Verlander fires on the ground, right to Diaz. He'll flip it to Verlander. Devers having a tough night. It's a big out for Verlander. Gets a shutout there. Takes down by 5. 3-0. Houston.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. You've got the force field, the moat, the saucy ship. No matter your cookout play strategy.
Bush's baked beans make burgers taste better.
I love me a saucy ship.
With Armor All stain repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car. No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work. More
Oh my gosh.
Instantly. You spoiled me now with your big AI. Retired NFL, y'all lying with facts. Your count.
It's too much.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Mandy Rose tweeted, "It's time to spice things up." Go back to WB. Which former WWE star has made the biggest impact in AEW? A. CM Punk. He has won a lot of AEW championships. Oh, guys, this is hard. Mox, Danielson, Saraya. I think I'm gonna give her to Danielson. What do I want? Saraya. Oh, it's either Mox or Punk. I'm gonna go with John Moxley. No. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. So much views. All right, crew. Can we score some runs, please? Yeah, we could use an Avenger to get us some runs.
Probably took 4 or 5 from that exact spot, just for the repetition of it. And every throw was just right on.
You and I both 3 hours before the game. I'm all less worked out. Crushing snacks. It's such a simple play, right? He turned it into a simple play. But he understood before the ball was hit who hit it. It was turned. And as soon as he moved it,
Contreras with 2 walks so far this game tonight. That looks like good ice cream. What is it? What is that called? What they call it? Chocolate and vanilla. I think it's a mix. I don't know. Chocolate, vanilla, mix. What else? There cookies and cream, ice cream, Blue Moon, a Contreras. Yeah, that's not a thing. LA Knight. Yeah. I think this is Contreras' 3rd time touching home plate tonight.
Three singles and a double. Walk 1 batter to go along with the 9 Ks. That one's on the ground, just out of the reach of Bregman. That'll stick down into the corner. It's going to be extra bases for Adam Duvall. So Duvall with a 2-out hit.
Come on. There we go, Santana. Come on, Contreras. Go to 3rd. 1st and 2nd. Let's score and scoring position with 0 outs. How hard is this to be? Willie Adames up next. Come on, crew. Alexa, what's the score of the Cubs game?
Today, the Chicago Cubs lost to the Detroit Tigers 8-6.
All right, the Cubs lost today. Come on, crew. We have a chance to tie this game up. Willie's up with a homer. I don't mind if he bunted, but no, you're Willie. Are you kidding me? That's a strikeout? Bruh. That's ridiculous, bro. He's 0 for 5. Let's go 1 for 6. Dang it. 1 and 2. Come on, Willie. First out of the inning. 2 more outs and they don't score Contreras.
Well, the hitters find so much power from the ground up, right? As they try to load into their legs. And once they get in a certain position, it's very hard with today's approach for them to move and get out of the way of the ball when it's a back foot.
Fermo Amy's there.
Literally hit the back foot. Verlander now pitching with 2 aboard. It's the first time since the 2nd inning. Austin has had 2 on. Verlander facing Trevor Story. This is the first one. Big spot here for the Red Sox. Story has 1 of the 5 hits. Nice block back there by Maldonado. Two runners a day, but it's 2-0 on Story. And the Braveman just starting to lightly toss in the Astros bullpen. Says Verlander for at least two more hitters. 2 on, 2 outs. Story lays off a high fastball. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Verlander 90.
Come on, Canna. Yes, sir. Right down the middle. Come on, Contreras. It's off the foot of Santana. This game is tied. Contreras has tied this game. 2 men in scoring positions with 1 out. Mark Canna with a 1 out double. There we go. Mark Canna started out quiet, but he has been phenomenal so far.
Well, when you're a second baseman on this play, you always have to anticipate a bad throw because of the angle and because the shortstop moving away. It was not that bad of a throw, but it almost looked like Altuve was trying to run across the bag instead of being prepared and waiting for that throw and being a little more defensive and expecting a bad throw.
So that'll be an error on Altuve. They officially scored. Pitching coach Josh Miller is out to give Verlander a breather here. Boy, made a nice play, low throw, catchable ball. Yeah. Altuve takes it.
He just wasn't prepared for that. He really was trying to time it there at second and not expecting a bad throw.
Oh.
Not a bad throw, but not a chest high throw. Now, when it comes down to these kinds of games that it was playing, they've given him a couple of rests.
That could have been bad for Joey Beamer.
But more importantly, unless it's one of those rare games where everything goes right, every pitcher is going to have these situations, 1 or 2 in a game. Verlander for his career.
Taylor, come on. And then, no, Brewers score again. Carlos Santana. Brewers take the lead 4-3. I thought that was going to be an out. Good job, Tyrone Taylor. Guys in the corners with 1 out. And the Brewers lead 4-3.
Understand the world through their lens and invest accordingly. You can call us Christmas Eve at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna always
Let's go, Brewers, Chin. Still chance, still counting. Good job, MKE. If we can get a win tonight, a win tomorrow night, and the GOP debate, what a 2 days it'll be for Milwaukee. Get a sweep over the Twins. That'd be a great week. That'd be a great 2-day week today. 2 days. Taylor goes. Oh no, he fouled it. Oh.
The best combo making in the South since you
Full count on Terang with one out. Brian Anderson is up next unless double play happens. Oh my gosh, the Phillies walk off. Trey Turner with a single. Brandon Marshall final score to get the Phillies win. Dang it. Why did you have to say that, Ernie Johnson? Yes, sir! Here we go. Brewers are up again. 5-3 Crew. Above his glove. Canada scores. 5-3 Crew. Brian Anderson up next. Guys in the corners once again with one out. Keep doing this, I guess. Terang with his single. Yeah, he thought he had that one in his glove. He was like, what? That cost him a run. That could also be an ending double play. I forgot about that, too. Anderson's up base. Terang goes. He does not do a foul. Bryce Terang is safe. Two guys in scoring positions with one out. Let's get more runs. The Crew usually struggle against the Twins. Let's keep doing it. What? Swing and a miss. On this MLB, it says that we're second place. We don't make the wild card. We don't have the division. The Cubs in the playoff. That can't be right. What are they talking about? That's a mistake, obviously. Oh, thank gosh the Cubs lost today. Yes, sir. Anderson gets a single. Tyrone Taylor scores. And Terang scores. 7-3 Milwaukee. Brian Anderson with a single. Yeah. He did a lot of damage without the home run ball. Joey Weimer. Second out of the inning. Yelly up next.
Against the Red Sox for the first time since 2019.
Yelich does a double. Do that again.
This would be his best start in his return to Houston. His first one was a good one against the Yankees. He went 7 innings and 2 earned runs. Took the loss in that game.
Oh, foul.
Game against the Angels, got the win there. 5 innings, 4 earned runs against Miami. That was drifted to deep left center field. Too long on the chase.
John Singleton, the former Brewers, with the double. That doesn't matter, but still, I'm watching that game. Yes, sir. I don't know. I like John Singleton. I don't know why we got rid of him, but we have better with Carlos Santana. I thought when Rowdy was playing, him and Singleton had a good rotation. But I'll take Rowdy and Carlos Santana when we get into this rotation. I don't think it's ready yet. We've seen Rowdy hit yesterday. Sunday and Saturday night. So we're not a first baseman rotation yet, but we will be in October.
Field surface here in Meadowbank Park is very firm, very fast. It's a retractable roof stadium, but they typically keep the roof open during the day. Try to get sun, sprinkler system on the.
All right, Brewers get run 7-3.
Not free to get deep in the count. Hits for a low average, but he's got some pop in his bat. See what Winkowski deals, and that's a pickoff play at second.
So all that time to come around, he was simply putting on a pickoff play to the pitcher and the second baseman Urias being pitch count.
Get 5 of those receivers, catcher, pitcher, and then 3 infielders usually. They can hear just like the pitcher and catcher can hear. You can see the stories happening there. Maldonado on the ground.
All right, first out of the 7th.
He took the brain out of it. Had to make an excellent play and did so with 2 on. Getting over 3-0 Houston.
The answers are here. Invasion. Streaming soon. Only on Apple TV Plus.
Cindy, Do you think our crispy flavor will last forever?
All we have is thin fresh summer, Billy.
But I love you.
No, you love the flavor of this thin, crispy
I
crust.
can't help it.
Peace out, Billy.
Pizza Hut ready to crush summer in Little Caesars. Pizza, pizza.
If the final game close, this one wins the series. Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and a great savings.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
So, how's it going?
This guy's 6'9" and 240. Holy cow.
All the options have you up in the air. But yes, you know, at Miracle,
The Minneapolis Lakers.
decisions by comparing rates of top high-growth savings accounts. Oh, amazing. It's the smartest way to get the most out of your savings. Do
Miracle, the smartest decision for all of your financial decisions.
What makes baseball even better? Shohei, more action? How about more steals, Acuna? More hits? Nestor? Okay, Mookie, more hits? What if the games are just quicker?
Just a bit outside.
The game has changed, and fans are saying, oh, yeah.
Time for the Geico game recap, and the Astros got it started early. Tanner Houck on the mound, greeted rudely by Kyle Tucker. He pops number 25, no doubter. 2-0 Astros in the first. Justin Verlander strong after his best start as an Astro since the trade. 9K, 6 shutout innings for Verlander.
There we go. Swing and a miss. Second out of the inning.
3-0 as Kendall Graveman comes out of the bullpen. So finish off the line on Verlander, and it's Kendall Graveman back with the team. He never won the league in the first place.
He was one of the best stories in Chicago for the White Sox this year. 45 games, had 8 saves instead of Liam Hendricks when he was sick, and now here back in a Houston uniform. Things changing up over there on the south side of the Chicago White Sox.
Connor Wong leads off. And a swing and a miss. Down he goes. Graveman strikes him out. That's how the 7th inning starts. A whole bunch of Ks for the Astros pitchers tonight. Verlander with 9, and now Graveman picks up his first double-digit strikeout game against Boston. Whitlock and Yovera both getting ready for Boston. I guess it would depend on if the Red Sox can come back or not. Score remains the same. Wilger Abreu, in his major league debut, he struck out against Verlander in his first ever big league at bat. He's not alone in that category. He went down swinging, took some mighty rips. Alex Verdugo was ejected from this game. Abreu taking over. He just arrived here today, his first day in the big leagues.
You only get one first AB.
Amazing, right? I mean, I can't imagine what's going through his mind. Every player will tell you this. He lines one to right center, a bullet. That's going to split the gap, go all the way to the wall. Abreu pulls up at second base with his first career big league hit. It's a double. And put one in the trophy case for Wilger Abreu. Congratulations. What a moment for him. He'll save that baseball. We'll have it for a lifetime.
There we go.
Well, we'll go down and in on Abreu.
Rafi Devers now. He's 0 for 3. Verlander struck him out twice. Devers on the ground.
I'll keep saying I beat Miz. Curtis beat the Miz. Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks, says, "Let's do this again with Bailey and her in NXT." Come on, Sasha, come back to WWE.
Astros had 2 on, nobody out. Devers made an excellent play on a pickup and a long throw to get Maldonado to win the inning. Now they need his bat. What Turner do next? And this is inside, ball 4. So Devers is aboard. First and second now, and the tying run is coming up.
Well, 60% of the time, you're going to get a fastball from break, not a 4-seam or a sinking fastball go along with a slider. But this is the situation all season long. The Turner has gotten big hits for the Red Sox, especially of late.
372 with runners in scoring position. He counts us on the first 1,000 away. Moving out of the zone there. Every time.
Yes.
Out of the game. Baltimore.
Sure, with another walk. Bobby Miller in the bullpen.
It's easy to hit your car. No matter on this. Technology.
Nothing quite fit at his first he didn't have all the tailored uniforms and all he's done. Wow. This fan base for years and years. They were terrible until they got called. This is what I see in baseball. Great matches.
So Baker Mayfield is starting quarterback. No surprise.
I love those images. And we had Houston and New York in the postseason last year when those two were standing together, not on the bases, Judge ends up at second base somehow, and Altuve it perfectly symbolizes the beauty of the game of baseball. Raymond's going to draw a walk here. So one out base runner. Astros keep the pressure on. They added a 3-0 lead, and Alex Cora. So what he's arguing that pitch to trigger that call the strike for strike three. It's the same pitch that was that's the argument right now. That's what it's all about. Alex, he's going to take his time off the night, and this is part theatrics. This is also part Alex is being very upset.
Okay. They see you. I look at my computer screen. Mom. Mom.
Edit that out.
I can't. It's live, bro.
Chase has a therapy appointment at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Why?
You have to make sure that he logs on, okay?
Why at 9?
And his appointment's at.
I thought it was over with.
Oh, he has one more.
We could be up there.
Do I write you a note?
No, I don't know, but we could be up.
Okay.
You promise? No. 8:30. I can write it. No. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. What's going on? Why is there so many commercial breaks? I'm streaming. Finally, I don't know what was taking so long.
Good throw from long. Good tag there by Urias, but too late.
Second and third, infield is in. Lazy pop-up. It's a long run in. The infield was moving quite a bit. Brea makes a catch. And a bluff by Diaz at third base. Second out of the inning.
So, Brian, you talk about that play from Urias. You're right. Second and third, backhanded play comes home.
Another commercial break. How many commercial breaks can there be, bro?
Two on.
Trying to get in Singleton's kitchen and a tire at bat. Finally, a slider down and in that he was able to keep fair. Gets by the right fielder Brady. He drops it once, he drops it twice. By that time, Singleton has a double and 2 runners scored to make it 7-0. Just kind of a comedy of errors for the Red Sox tonight.
A 4-run 7th inning. Singleton with his second hit on base for the 3rd time. Rivera still out there with 2 away.
We're right here with the fans. Well, listen, guys, maybe with their friends, let's get out of here. Time to go.
Really, he went, so strike out first out of the 8th.
Brings up Jerry Pena. They've done a great job here in Houston. His fans, and they've seen a lot of winning over the years, the last 6 years especially. You realize all the Yankees have drawn.
That was close. I don't think so, though. Good pitch by Hobie, but I don't think that was an out. Strikeout. I don't think he swung. But whatever, we're going to win this game. Sure, I didn't want to go get good night's sleep.
They're approaching $2.5 billion already. As we have experienced firsthand over the years, this is one of the loudest places in baseball when it gets cooking.
Single.
Still go back to that Yordan Alvarez walk-off home run against Robbie Ray in the division series last year. That's one of the most electrifying moments you and I've ever been part of. You got a lot on the field, but as a broadcaster, that was just, it did feel like ground was moving below you when he hit that out again.
All right, second out.
In the 18th inning in Seattle. And then went on to win the MVP of the ALCS and the MVP of the World Series. All in his rookie season. Incredible run. Dusty Baker was bullheaded about keeping him in the number 2 spot. Right in front of Alvarez. That is a...
Let's get perhaps a ball. Move in. Let's see you. Dodgers and the Cubs lost today. It's pretty good. There we go. Good catch by Bryce Terang. Holy cow. Looks like a football move but you want to get on the bag or out of bounds. But
to the 7th, and now Stanek has the 8th. Boston is 0 for 9 today with runners in scoring position. Sox 6-2. They are going after their second 8-game win streak in the month of August. What a comeback. High fly ball to left field, way back there. Duvall's going to watch this one fly. Into the Crawford box as it goes. Adam Duvall with his second home run in as many games. And he puts the Red Sox on the board. Baby's crying. Dad's jumping around. 7-1 here.
Well, as inviting as the Green Monster is in Boston, these Crawford boxes are pretty inviting as well. And now twice, Duvall's taken advantage of balls into those Crawford boxes.
Celebration dumbbells. Yep. She had no hitter. Got jumping around like a crazy man.
Sure, if there was a basketball right down the middle of the plate, Duvall took advantage of it.
Tristan Casas. He sends one in the air left field. McCormick will ease under that one. He'll make the play for the out. See, good thing Bob was up there. Instant doghouse right here.
Did he make the catch while losing the baby?
It was his neighbor.
Oh, okay.
His grandpa.
Although he had the first baseman's glove.
Nothing a little juice box won't cover.
Feels like trouble to me when you get home.
Yeah, that's got doghouse written all over it. Fly ball to right, hit on the line, and Tucker staring into the left lights. They're able to make that catch. Sometimes they get in there and they don't go away. 2 outs in the inning.
And it's usually that line drive that'll come out to the outfield that'll get to the lights, and you know where the ball is, and then you'll lose it, and it feels like you've lost it for 5 seconds. It's more like an instant. To lose it just an instant startles you.
The eyes are watering, staring into those lights. Luis Arias takes a strike. Well, Arias had the big at-bat of the game. That was the sequence there. This is Verdadino. Verdadino looks like he'll have the pizza. Arias was out with the bases loaded. In a 3-0 game, Verlander got him to pop up on the first pitch. Stanek always loads up the baseball with the splitter grip. That's how it starts. But he does know a lot of them.
Well, I know he first hit the scene for you and I in the Tampa Bay bullpen when he was the opener for most of the season 2 years ago.
Had a great year last year. Could hardly get into games. The Astros were so good. Their starters were going deep. Their A bullpen, their leverage bullpen, didn't give up much. They didn't lose it. Division series swept the Yankees in the League Championship Series. Dusty Baker winning his first World Series as a manager last season. In the air to left field, McCormick will send under it, and that will end the inning.
If you ever wished you could take buffalo chicken dip wherever you go, here's what to take. Because Sonic stuff now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
You won't overpay for glasses if you shop at America's Best. They offer 2 pairs and a free quality eye exam starting at just
Geico makes car insurance easy. As easy as in your pocket. It's easy to get.
Come on, be fair. Or not. I guess we don't want it to be fair. He's going to second, but he fell. Wow, that's a sad way to lose. He tripped because he's trying to go back to first. Wow. First out of the game. I feel bad for him. That kind of how the Twins win. It looks like you're going to win, but then that happened. There we go. One more out. And the Milwaukee Brewers are on a 4-game winning streak, and it continues. All right, thank you for watching my stream. God bless.